I recently took an incredible trip to New Zealand and traveled to both the North and South Island. I was able to see amazing geothermal activity, At first I was expecting to just show you guys the beautiful landscapes and scenery, as well as take you to a wildlife reserve I visited where there were many endangered species. And then I traveled 3 hours away from Christchurch. This is Lake Pukaki. The entire lake gets its beautiful turquoise color from glacial flour, small particles of rock from melting glaciers. Towards the end of my trip, I took a glacial boat expedition on the Tasman Glacier's terminal lake, called the Tasman Lake. And that's when everything changed. From the base of the lake, the glacier was not visible, so we took a boat ride for 10 minutes to get to the glacier's terminal face. This was surprising to me, so I did some research and found out that the Tasman Glacier is melting so rapidly, at an average rate of 590 feet per year since the 1990s, that a lake formed at the end of the glacier in the late 20th century. By 2008, the lake was more than 4 miles long, 1.2 miles wide, and 800 feet deep. This is the terminal face of New Zealand's largest and longest glacier. It looks more like rock than ice. Some rock and other debris can naturally occur on the glaciers, but at this scale, it can't be good. The recent bushfires in Australia took a toll on the glaciers, and though it has cleared up since this picture was taken, the soot the fires deposited still remains. According to NASA Earth Observatory, dark debris causes snow and ice to melt faster because it absorbs sunlight more readily than lighter colored materials. The entire glacier could disappear in the future, especially if warming rates go up. Warming scenarios vary depending on whether the world cuts greenhouse gas emissions, maintains the status quo, or burns more. But New Zealand will be anything between 0.7 and 5.1 degrees Celsius warmer by the end of this century. Now, I know you may be wondering why a glacier melting could be so significant. Well, I wondered the same thing, and it turns out that by storing water as ice, Earth's glaciers are a small but significant water resource. They provide a source of water during droughts and in the summer after seasonal snows have melted. The water can be used to produce hydroelectric power and provide irrigation. Rapid melting of the glacier has already sent chunks of ice into the lake and is likely to cause major avalanches of rock and debris in the future. Overall, New Zealand is one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen, and I'm glad I saw the glacier before it's gone. It's just one of the warning signs that our climate is getting too warm and our world needs to take action. If you've made it this far in the video, I just want to say thank you for listening. Our world needs more people like you. And in case you're curious, all my sources are linked in the description box below if you'd like more information.